Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another Attack on Titan. This is Season 3, Episode 4. I actually went to bed after I finished watching Episode 3, so I'm up now, and I'm about to watch Episode 4. I don't really think I need to do a recap of Episode 3, because quite a lot happened. So I might just get into Episode 4. The only, kind of query I've got is what Hanji said about if a human as a Titan form eats another Titan who has a human in the back of their neck, they revert back into the human and they absorb the power. That's the only bit that I'm struggling to understand, because why couldn't Annie not eat Eren's Titan form, and then they could have just gotten rid of Eren and had it, and Annie could have had his powers from it. Reiner could have done the same. But I guess, maybe the mission is to capture Eren. They need Eren's body in it. The King Fritz said he needs the vessel, and Eren is that vessel. And I think Krista is the power or something. They need the power and the vessel, and the power is Krista, and the vessel is Eren. I think that maybe that's why they didn't eat Eren as his Titan form. But yeah, this should be good. This one. It's called Trust. Hey, let's go. Trust.
あいつらがストエスクでやったこと、あの町を戦場に変えたこと、私たちがいくつもの死体を運んだこと、兄がまだ見つかっていないこと。
Annie's missing? Oh my god, okay.
調査兵団がこのまま解体されたら人類は
静かに。水音がする。
動くな。
I'm in.
ゆっくりこっちを向け。
They can recognize him.
調査兵団だな。そのままの姿勢で指示通りに動く。
そうだ。ゆっくり銃を前のやつに渡せ。
Damn, man. Everyone's after Levi's squad, bruv.
声は出さないでね。
There's something so much deeper than that's going on, man. It's crazy. Surely, because those two people right there, Hitch and Marlowe, they would have seen how important Eren and stuff is, and Armin and that. Yet they're still being put up to the task to capture them. They must be being paid heavily, or they're being threatened with something if they don't follow orders.
新型立体起動装置。散弾なんぞ巨人には無力だろうが、人を殺すならそれだ。まさに調査兵団を殺すためだけにある兵器。そして我々にもその存在が隠されていたということは、我々はあの銃口が向けられる対象外ではないということか。
If they see too much, or they hear too much, or they know too much.
サシャ、二人をこの辺に拘束しろ。はい。
兵長、俺にやらせてください。
Do what?
任せる。
I'm sure that guy on the left here, that Marlowe guy, is the one that got beaten up with Annie, with the boat at the black market.
マルロ、お前の覚悟は証明できた。これならリヴァイ兵長も納得するはずだ。俺たちに力を貸してくれ。
I don't know if I trust it, man. Trust. Isn't that what the title is?
マルロ、ヒッチ。助かった。行くぞ。今度はこっちから仕掛ける。俺だ。
Question this fucker. He looks important.
中央憲兵だ。
Interior police.
こいつには聞くことがある。移動するぞ。
Yeah, motherfucker. Let's move, baby. Ooh, what's
バカだね、
Hanji got planned?
こんな廃墟に逃げ込むなんて。チキショ。でも助かったよ、フレーゲル・リーブス。お前を逃がしちまった時、俺はもう本当に吉野家殺されるかと思ったよ。じゃあな、フレーゲル、ありがとな。
質問、どうして親父は殺されたんだ。お前ら中央憲兵によって死ぬ前に知りたいんだ。親父は何をしてあんな目にあったのかを。
ああ、知らなかったのか。奴は俺らを裏切って調査兵団の側についたんだよ。
裏切ったって調査兵団から人をさらうよう中央憲兵が依頼したのか。
俺たちとは別の隊だがな。
その依頼断っていたら。
そりゃある程度の情報を知っちまったし、命はなかっただろうな。バカなやつだ。従業員やこの町に固執してなきゃな。
あんたなんかにはわかんねえよ。ん？知った風な口聞きやがって。親父たちの無念を晴らせる人たちを俺は選んだ。
どうしたんだグレーゲル、最後は豚らしくピーピー泣けよ。
Where's Hanji,
お前ら
man?
はもう用済みだ。上を見ろマヌケ。
Oh no.
やったぞ。聞いたかみんな。
調査兵団、なぜ
廃墟に見えたか。
あんたから見りゃそうだろうが、悪いな。俺らはこうなっちまったところにもまだ住んでんだよ。全部聞いたぜ。中央憲兵の企みはここにいる全員が証人だ。
Good fucking plan, man. There's gonna be a revolt.
お前ら、俺にこんなことをしてただで済むと思うなよ。お前らはもうおしまい。
みんな安心してくれ。この町はリーブス商会が守る。今日からフレーゲル・リーブス、俺が会長だ。だからよろしくお願いします。
エレンとクリスタはどこだ。
無駄なんだよ。お前らにできることはこの壁の中を泥臭にまみれて逃げ回ることだけだ。お前らが出頭しなければ囚われた調査兵は全員処刑される。最初は調査兵団最高責任者であるエルヴィン・スミスからだ。
No.
うるせえよ。エレンとクリスタの居場所を言え。
知らない。本当に教えられてないんだ。ケニー・アッカーマンはとても用心深い。
アッカーマン。
Kenny Ackerman.
それがケニー、奴のせいか。
そうだが
What?
まあ確かに奴は教えねえよな。大事なことは特に。
ピクシス司令にあることを委ねた。
Oh.
その時が来ればだが、その時俺はただ見ている。選ぶのはお前だ。そして彼らだ。
それで結局エルヴィンからは何も出なかったのだな。ああ、ニックがウォール教の主催だった事実は知らなかった。ヒストリアレイスという名前は本人の自己申告。その一点張りだ。
失礼します。エルヴィン・スミスが到着しました。
わかった。すぐに行く。奴を死刑にしさえすれば全ては元通りだ。これまでと同じように壁の秘密は守られ、壁内の平和も守られる。永遠にな。
Pixis knows the truth about his dad, man. He's the only one that knows. Shit.
エルヴィン、最後に言い残したいことはあるか。
Oh. don't really know what to say because Owen has some, like, I don't know. That's his fate is like there, man, and it cut. Fuck, I should have seen that coming. I'm guessing what he meant when he said to Niall about entrusting something with Pixis. It was about the story. About all the history books being made up by the government. Just to keep people inside the walls. So the government can have this huge power over what happens and all that kind of shit. And that Flegel Reeves, he's now taking control. He kind of jumping into his father's footsteps. He's got the civilians behind him now because they know the truth. Clever plan by Hanji to lure those 3 scouts in to then let slip of what actually happened before they killed Flegel. It's the interior police. How long have they been going about? That's what I want to know. They've been operating since the wall first got breached 5 years ago. Because I'm sure they're the ones that killed Krista's mum. Or whoever she was. She was denying it. But I think she was denying it because she didn't want to die. I still don't really know what's going to happen. I don't actually know what the objective is. Because Owen, I don't know what's going to happen to Owen. I mean, he's been chained up. He's only got one arm. He looks like he's on death's doors. And it looks like they're going to kill him. But I think Owen's plan is I think he's trying to prolong the fact that he's going to die to give Levi and his squad more time to find Erin and Historia. Now, I don't actually know where they've gone, but last episode, not this one, the one before, Historia's dad, Lord Reese, said it's time to go back to where it all began or where it all started. So they might be on that farm. They might go back to that farm where it all started. Because maybe that's the last place they're going to look. I think Levi and his squad are going to believe that Erin and Historia are going to be in some high tower surrounded by a lot of buildings that are heavily guarded, but actually they're on a farm with like 3 or 4 soldiers, just because like, it's not expected. Maybe. That's my guess anyway as to where Erin and Historia are being kept. I reckon Levi and his squad are going to get into that district where all the important people are. And I reckon they're going to be like, oh, it's too late. They're not, Erin and Historia aren't here. It's already happening over there. You're too late. You can't stop it. Whatever it is that they're going to do with Erin and Historia, they're going to say, oh, ha ha ha. They're going to start laughing and say, oh, it's too late. They're not even here. It's what the ritual or whatever it's called is started. Whatever they want to do with them. Erin's body is the vessel. This King Fritz guy, I've only ever seen him sat in that fucking chair. Like, what the fuck is he doing? He's just got so many minions doing everything for him. But I suppose he is the king. Well, he's not the king. He's got no right to be on that throne. It's Historia. It's a fake bloodline they've got going on just to manipulate civilians into doing what they want. They're just power hungry. Ooh, and Kenny Ackerman, Levi Ackerman, and Mikasa Ackerman. What the fuck is that all about? Now, I know I said, what if Mikasa and Levi could be like long lost brother and sister or something, or maybe they've got a different father or a different mother. But what if Kenny and Mikasa are long lost brother and sister as well? I don't think Kenny and Levi are related. They got the same surname, but they grew up together. Oh, but what if they are? What if they are like brothers that they didn't know they were brothers? But why didn't Kenny ever tell Levi his last name? Because Levi never knew his last name. I think he was just called Kenny the Ripper. That's how everyone referred to him, as Kenny the Ripper, not Kenny Ackerman. But I think, just judging from how Mikasa took that information, she was in the background when Levi said Kenny Ackerman. And Mikasa was like, she looked over, like all kind of worried, and then she kind of walked off. Maybe she does. Maybe she knows something. If she does, I don't know why she hasn't said it before. I'm hoping she says something to Levi about it. And those two, I'm going to see actually. Let me see. Okay. I'll just look back at the episode 22 of season 1. 23, sorry. Smile. It was called Smile. Because I knew it, man. The guy, I've forgotten his name already. It was Hitch. Hitch was the name of the woman. I can't remember the name of the guy. But the one with the hair, and it was like all kind of like mine, but I don't know how to explain it. But Levi had a go at him about his hair in this episode. But it was the same guy that wanted to stop those other two military police that were kind of ranks above him, but they were selling government equipment on a ship, and he told them that that's a crime. So they went to put a coin in his pocket and said, "Oh, relax, get yourself a woman." But he was still persistent in stopping them, and then they beat him up. He was about to grab his gun, but then Annie said, do you want to punish the corrupt? If so, I will help. And obviously Annie's a Titan. I've said this before so many times, but I like to refresh my ideas. But I mean, if Annie's a Titan and she said to him, if you want to punish the corrupts, I'll help, then it makes me think that the Titans are actually the good guys. That's why the government lied about the history, basically. Said that civilization has only ever been inside the walls when it hasn't. But obviously the people outside the walls know the truth, and they're the ones that are the Titans. And every time they breach the wall, they're actually trying their best to fight corruption. But every time they do, they've got the Survey Corps on their asses, or the garrison, or the military police on their asses, protecting the wall. So it's very hard to do that. And because Eren turned into a Titan, it kind of shocked them a little bit, because now people inside the walls have Titan abilities. So maybe Eren's dad's plan, because Eren's dad stuck a syringe in him when he was younger, and obviously that was the start of his Titan powers. So maybe the people on the outside, maybe their plan was to infiltrate the city with, I don't know, kids with Titan powers from a young age. And when they grow old enough, I don't know, they'll like attack from within. I don't know, man. That's why they want Eren, because he can control Titans, and so can the Beast Titan, who I still think is Erwin's dad. I think Erwin's dad is still the Beast Titan. There's no way he got killed. They say they told Owen that he got killed and was buried somewhere. I don't believe that. I think Owen's dad is the Beast Titan, and the Titans are fighting against corruption. That's what I think. That's my theory. It's a big, bold theory, but oh my god, it makes sense in my head. But yeah, I'm gonna stop it there though. Thanks guys for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction, you can watch the full reaction over on my Patreon. No cuts, there's no edits, none of your favourite scenes are missed out. You can also watch the whole of Series 1 and 2 of Attack on Titan. You can also watch the previous 3 episodes of this season in full on my Patreon. And if you didn't know already, there's early access on my Patreon as well. So I always upload around 3 to 4 episodes in advance of my YouTube on my Patreon in full. So if you're watching this episode on YouTube, this is episode 4. That would mean episode 5, 6, and possibly 7 will be on my Patreon as well in full. If there's any more episodes, or if there's only 5 and 6, it should say up here. The future Chazman 24X will say what's on my Patreon or not up here. So cool. I'll see you guys for episode 5. Take it easy.